Hello, welcome to the MKITech channel. Today we are going to talk about Veeam backup and replication. First of all, I know you could be asking yourself what is Veeam backup replication. Okay. Let me elaborate it to you. Backup and replication is a comprehensive data protection and disaster recovery solution. With Veeam backup and replication, you can create image-level backups of virtual, physical and cloud machines and restore from them. Technology used in the product optimizes data transfer and resource consumption, which helps to minimize storage costs and the recovery time in case of a disaster. Veeam backup and replication provides a centralized console for administering backup, restore and replication operations in all supported platforms, virtual, physical and cloud. Also, the console allows you to automate and schedule routine data protection operations and integrate with solutions for alerting and generating compliance reports. Looking at its main features. Main functionality of Veeam backup and replication includes: Number 1. Backup, which create image-level backups of virtual, physical, cloud machines and backups of NAS share files. And number 2, which is restore, that's mainly focus on performing restore from backup files to the original or a new location. Veeam backup and replication offers a number of recovery options for various disaster recovery scenarios, including instant recovery, image-level restore, file-level restore, restore of application items and so on. Number 3. The replication, which create an exact copy of a VM and maintaining the copy in sync with the original VM. Number 4. Continuous data protection, CDP, which is a replication technology that helps you protect mission-critical VMs and reach recovery point objective, RPO, up to seconds. Number 5. The backup copy, this feature you can use it for copying backup files to a secondary repository. Number 6. Storage system support, this feature used for backing up and restoring VMs using capabilities of native snapshots created on storage systems. Number 7. Tape devices support, which stores copies of backups in tape devices. And the last one. The recovery verification, which can be used to test VM backups and replicas before recovery. However, let's take a look on its protected objects. With Veeam backup and replication, you can backup and restore the following objects: virtual machines, VMware vSphere VMs, Microsoft Hyper-V VMs, Nutanix HV VMs which requires an additional plugin, cloud VMs, AWS EC2 instances, Microsoft Azure VMs, Google Cloud VMs, NAS file shares, physical machines. To backup machines running Windows, Linux or macOS operating systems, Veeam backup and replication uses backup agents installed on each computer. Veeam backup and replication operates as a centralized control center for deploying and managing Veeam Agent for Microsoft Windows, Veeam Agent for Linux and Veeam Agent for Mac. Also, you can use standalone backup agents and integrate them with Veeam backup and replication, such as Veeam Agent for Oracle Solaris and Veeam Agent for IBM AIX. Again, let's take a get to know about its protected applications. Native functionality of Veeam backup and replication allows you to create application-consistent backups for applications like Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle Database, Active Directory, Microsoft Exchange, Microsoft OneDrive, Microsoft SharePoint. Also, you can install the following additional tools. Number 1. Veeam Backup for Microsoft 365, for full protection of Microsoft applications. And number 2. Veeam Plugins for enterprise applications, for integration of Veeam Backup and replication with Oracle Amen, SAP HANA Backend, and BR** tool. Again, let's take a get to know about its management and reporting. Veeam backup and replication integrates with a set of solutions that provide reporting and management capabilities for enterprise environments. Veeam One, a solution that enables real-time monitoring, business documentation and management reporting for Veeam backup and replication, VMware vSphere and Microsoft Hyper-V. Veeam Backup Enterprise Manager, a management and reporting component that allows you to manage multiple Veeam backup and replication installations from a single web console. Management Pack for Veeam Backup and Replication, a component that integrates Veeam Backup and Replication infrastructure, services and jobs into Microsoft System Center Operations Manager. Veeam Disaster Recovery Orchestrator, a solution that orchestrates disaster recovery processes in VMware vSphere environments, supports one-click recovery for critical applications and sites, and provides features for documentation and testing. Planning and preparation. Before you install Veeam Backup and Replication, you must make sure that the virtual environment and machines that you plan to use as backup infrastructure components meet product hardware recommendations and system requirements. In this section, platform support, system requirements, permissions, ports, infrastructure planning, naming conventions, platform support. Make sure platforms that you plan to use for various operations are supported. Veeam Backup and Replication provides support for the following versions of the VMware vSphere platform. Again, let's take a get to know about its management and reporting. Veeam Backup and Replication integrates with a set of solutions that provide reporting and management capabilities for enterprise environments. Veeam One, a solution that enables real-time monitoring, business documentation and management reporting for Veeam Backup and Replication, VMware vSphere and Microsoft Hyper-V. Veeam Backup Enterprise Manager, a management and reporting component that allows you to manage multiple Veeam Backup and Replication installations from a single web console. Management Pack for Veeam Backup and Replication, a component that integrates Veeam Backup and Replication infrastructure, services and jobs into Microsoft System Center Operations Manager. Veeam Disaster Recovery Orchestrator, a solution that orchestrates disaster recovery processes in VMware vSphere environments, supports one-click recovery for critical applications and sites, and provides features for documentation and testing. Veeam Backup and Replication provides support for the following versions of the VMware vSphere platform. Microsoft Windows Server 2012, Microsoft Windows Server 2008 R2 SP1, Microsoft Windows 11 version 21H2, Microsoft Windows 10 from version 1803 to version 21H2, Microsoft Windows 8.1, Microsoft Windows 7 SP1, 64-bit versions of the Linux operating systems, CentOS 7.x, Debian 10.0 to 11.0, Oracle Linux 7, UEK 3 to 9, UEK-R7. Oracle Linux 7 to 9, RHCK. IHEL 7.0 to 9.1. SLES 12 SP4 or later, 15 SP1 or later. Ubuntu 18.04 LTS, 20.04 LTS, and 22.04 LTS. NAS backup support. Veeam Backup and Replication supports backup of file shares from the following sources: Microsoft Windows or Linux Managed Server, Enterprise NAS Systems, NetApp Data on Tap, Lenovo ThinkSystem DM Series, Dell PowerScale, formerly Isilon, Nutanix File Storage, NFS File Shares, SMB File Shares. Consider the following requirements and limitations. Only 64-bit versions of operating systems are supported for Microsoft Windows or Linux Managed Server file share. Backup of file shares on Linux hosts added with single-use credentials is not supported. NFS file share must run NFS protocol version 3 or 4.1. Network shares and files on them targeted to third-party storage devices may have difficulties being restored, or may not be restored at all. Such shares/files often rely upon specific software/OS filters to be recalled from the alternate storage location, which is not available when performing a file share data recovery. See your software vendor documentation to learn how to back up such files. Anonymous or AD/Kerberos authentication is not supported for access to file shares through NFS. In NFS settings of the source file share, you must explicitly specify what servers will have access to the file share. SMB file share must run on SMB version 1.x, 2.x or 3.x. To support the VSS for SMB file shares feature, make sure that requirements listed in this VeeamKB article are met. To correctly backup SACL, ownership, files and folders from the SMB file share and restore them. When you are specifying access settings for the SMB file share, select the This share requires access credentials checkbox. B. Make sure that the account you use to access the file share is either added to the backup operators group or has the Say Backup privilege and Say Restore privileges in Windows Server on the file share. For more information on NAS Backup, see NAS Backup support. Network. Consider the following requirements and limitations. Domain names of all managed servers added to the Veeam backup infrastructure and machines you want to backup must be resolvable into IPv4 addresses. Names of port groups/segments/networks must be unique. Virtual Lab does not support NSXT. VMware NSXT 2.3 or later is supported with NVDS for VMware vSphere and VMware Cloud on AWS/Dell. VMware NSXT 3.0 or later is supported with VDS for VMware vSphere and VMware Cloud on AWS/Dell. And lastly, above all, the VMware NSXV is supported. See details on the support of vSphere and VMware Cloud version above. Okay. I hope you learned something about Veeam backup and replication today. Thank you for watching the video. In the next video we'll focus on system requirements. Thank you again. See you soon.